Hey everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Warhammer Fantasy Role-Playing Game. I am the Game Master, Johananon.
I'm Casualty CDG, but since we have this special bond, you can call me Gary. And tonight, in our season finale of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, I'll be playing the part of Sir Morgan Fierce, baby. From rags to riches. Look at me now, I'm a witch hunter.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be I'm Sir Lyobod, or at least I'm playing the role of Sir Lyobod. You can actually call me Leighton. Either Leighton Samuels if you want to hire me as an actor, or Leighton Schlanger if you want to hire me as a fight director.
I thought you were going to say as your friend. You want to hire
or
me
just
as your
Leighton
friend?
if you want me as your friend.
Today, as a special day, as the last day of our Warhammer campaign before we replace it with The Expanse by Green Ronin. Session 0 should be next Thursday. We're going to omit the history lesson today, and instead we're going to do a recap of the game so far.
As he puts on his glasses to make sure he can read.
Oh, dang, that's serious as fuck.
I don't need my glasses to read. But yeah, so our adventure started off with a Morgan Fierce and a Till Roar played by Kayvon, who unfortunately has been unable to join us in a very long time. But they started off in a sleepy little town in the Grisenwald Forest with a simple mission to go and expand, to help expand the Thieves Guild reach of their town in Nuln. They were to meet with the cousin of Tillman Roar to help him, what do you call it? What's the word for it? Evaluate a rare artifact for a third-party transaction. Their guild was going to act as kind of a middleman and hopefully make some contacts, make some money, and expand their reach in Nuln. On the way there, they encounter demons and beastmen and ghouls. Oh my. They saved orphans. They saved women from horrible slaughter in their sleep. They even rescued a witch from a witch hunter who was summarily murdered by something.
And then I took his gun.
Morgan Fierce took his gun. They made it to...
That was the first gun I ever had in this entire campaign.
Oh, and look where you are now.
And,
It's actually the same as my double-barreled gun. I just got all the insignia melted off and a second barrel added on.
Sure. And then they fought orcs on their way to Nuln. I believe it is... Yeah, it was in Nuln, where they finally faced the Ratmen menace, who had kidnapped Till's cousin. They rescued Till's cousin from the Ratmen, and eventually, Mr. Lyle Baud was met in the sewers after a mission gone wrong with Till and Morgan. Till never to be seen on stream again, unfortunately. But it is then that they discovered the demonic sex cult of Nuln.
Yeah, I was almost a part of that. That was
The
fun.
demonic sex cult of Nuln is not a heavy metal band in the world of Warhammer.
But that is what they called me back in high school.
They found out that these followers of Slaanesh were working with the Ratmen in exchange for a giant rock of warpstone to get the amulet, which now sits around Lyobod's neck. Is later find out that it is one of the pieces of malice. They saved Nuln from this Skaven scourge in an epic battle in the Engineers College, which had resulted in an explosion. All the while, the city is besieged by
An explosion
orcs.
that permanently changed Sir Morgan Fierce.
Oh, you think so?
I had to spend one of my fortune to survive.
That's true. He did.
He sure
He had
did.
to spend a fortune point or be killed immediately. After that, they rolled like 30 crits and defeated the orc warlord that was besieging the city by leading him into the line of fire of the cannons from a galley while
Morgan
aboard his
Fierce.
wyvern.
was reborn a hero after the explosion at the Engineers Academy.
Yeah, and then they were both knighted for breaking the Orc siege, much to my surprise. I didn't think it was going to happen. Definitely not that session. But it did. And they were both knighted. And during the knighting ceremony, during their stay in the city, they discover the truth of the followers of Slanesh. The advisor to the Elector Countess, Emmanuel, was the person pulling the strings all along. They discovered his sanctum, and they defiled it.
Ooh, defiled.
And it was there they met.
That makes it sound so much
What's
worse.
up, nerds? Hey, Dirty Were-Rats. I'm glad Dirty Were-Rats is here for the finale.
No! He's been saving all of his points!
He has been saving all of his points.
No!
Is he going to do Mars?
Oh,
Probably.
God, yes.
Probably.
He's doing this as many times as he can, I would suspect.
This is the most bang for his buck, because his doom now could end the world. So, he's going to go mad with power. Yeah, it was then that you defeated this demon cult and barely escaped the collapsing dungeon with your lives after the magical showdown. That was a cool session. I liked that one a lot.
That really was. That was one of the first... I was either the first or second time I summoned spiders.
During the winter, Morgan Fierce apprenticed as a witch hunter to further his understanding of chaos and to help the followers of Ulrich stamp out the remnants of this cult, which you do. It is then that you take a boat north to find more people to save and hopefully wind up back in Altdorf. During one of these missions, you enter the Griswold, you defeat a fortress of more Chaos Worshippers deep in the forest. You save the witch that you previously saved from the inn that was being used to open a portal. You did not successfully stop anything from coming out of the portal, however. And
We successfully stopped one thing from coming out of the portal.
You stopped one thing from coming through the portal, but not the bad thing. You can,
and then Morgan got its demon blood in it.
You cannot blow up Morsel, Dirty Were-Rats. He wants to blow up the Chaos Moon. Maybe. We'll see how this game goes.
Yeah, don't tell him he can't do it.
Oh my god, Captain Grimley's already on his side, too.
Yeah, maybe he can do it.
It is then that they find out the connection between the necklace and the shards of malice, and the resurrection that is to come. And they chase him down to the Barrow Hills of Kilslev, where they learn more about this future fate.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the chat right now.
I'm just getting booned.
Both have boons, and Jahan has 3 boons.
I'm going to use this for some bad stuff. I got
4. Oh, shit.
I'm going to mark this down. I got 4 boons waiting for me.
A running tally of boons already. This is a way to get started. Everybody just getting the boons and dooms out of the way early, huh?
And then, yeah, so you guys eventually made your way towards a fortress where you met up with Maximilian Screeber again, who brought the Spirit of Grungi, the airship designed to go into the Chaos Wastes. On top of this airship, you battled a resurrected Chaos Dragon summoned by Malus himself. One of the coolest fights I've ever run. And then you descended into the temple, where stuff got real, and your companion Snorri Nosebiter met a grisly end to the demons of many hands. And it is now that our heroes stand before the grand altar, with the being known only as Malus standing behind it.
Is there terrifying organ music playing right now as the camera pans up to a dark cathedral?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know why it was Phantom of the Opera.
He's up there.
It's more,
it seems he gets taller as we watch him.
Malice is real, Dirty Were-Rats. Malice is real. I'm glad you know of him, though.
So here's the problem. I'm pretty sure that Spoopy is Jahan. In which case, he's now up to. Let's see. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. 9. That's 10. He's up to 10.
I'm gonna use all of them to summon a duplicate of the boss that I was gonna have.
No!
Now you have to fight 2 bosses.
The odds are 1 out of 100, and you're just going to add 10 success levels.
There's like bones on the wall. The decor's made of like human ribs all along the sides of the cathedral.
Is that dragon head behind you somewhere in there? It kind of looks like it.
This one, no, I actually earned this one when I was
Our first game of the game.
I was on duty one night.
Have fun, Gary. So yeah, this is where we pick up. Oh, you've both been doomed.
Okay,
I love you, Were-Rats. Thank you very much.
So we got booned by Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. And then we just got doomed by Dirty Were-Rats. So we've got both of those on. That's nice.
Yeah, let's really hit the dirty in Dirty Were-Rats from now on.
Yeah,
not the Were-Rats part. Let's
you're so dirty. Dirty Were-Rats.
You dirty Were-Rats.
This is getting out of hand. But
Jahan's got 11.
So this is where we pick up.
Sure.
The body of Snorri Nosebiter is still warm behind you as you face the altar.
Died.
And he did die. The altar is before you. So to get a picture of it, there's just a huge cut in the wall, and it goes in. There's 2 staircases that go up, and that is where this being is standing.
Yeah, how are you looking? Not that I can help because I don't have any healing.
This is a really weird time to point this out. I forgot to mention, Fresh Out the Box is brought to you by Cooper's Barbecue tonight. Old Cooper's Barbecue on I-10 just west of Houston. I actually went in there and was like, yeah, we're doing a tabletop stream tonight. They're like, that's awesome. And they gave me a discount. And they're like, mention us on the stream. I was like, fuck,
they really?
Okay. Yes.
That's funny. Brought to you by Cooper's Barbecue.
I think they gave me a discount because it was my first time there, and they were really friendly, and I was really friendly. But they were like, as a joke, they're like, mention us on the stream, and so I told them I would. So
I'm sorry, which barbecue is that again?
It's Cooper's. It's Cooper's Old Town. I think they're out of Austin. I think it's an Austin chain that just came to Houston. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. When we pulled into the parking lot, Annie and I were like, we are completely prepared to be disappointed by mediocre barbecue. And when we got home, everything is fucking delicious. Their brisket was super fat and juicy, and it's really like salty and peppery, like a good crust
Fresh out
on
the
it.
box, powered by beef. Yes, Were-Rats, he did in fact die a death worthy of a slayer.
He did. And it definitely wasn't us killing him, though we almost did, but he did it himself. Actually, he didn't do it himself, obviously.
So your question was, how much health do I have? And I am fueled by Cooper's Old Town Barbecue.
We love to see you smile.
I have 10 health as a 15 maximum.
All right. That's not
as bad as I thought. So there are 2 staircases going up to this being known as Mouse. Far below, on the level that you're still standing, there is a circle, an impression of a circle, and then it's surrounded by runes that are glowing. His hands are raised up high as the runes grow brighter. Next, as you walk towards it, the ceiling is being held up by these gigantic grand pillars. And that is the scene. It is the 2 of you and Maximilian, the Archmage Screeber.
Hey, Max.
Yeah, Lyle.
Is there something we can do about the circle that's very clearly meant to, summon shit?
Oh, it's definitely meant to summon shit, yeah. You can definitely tell that. I don't know.
Can I, rub it with my foot and just, kind of knock out some of the runes?
I can't tell from here. We have to get closer.
Oh. I'll keep him busy while you guys investigate.
All right.
I pull out both of my pistols and make sure they're locked and loaded.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and
Do,
get right
do you
to it.
need me to reload for you?
I say both of my pistols. I think I have 3.
You do.
Shoot me those initiatives.
Those initiatives. Oh shit, we're right into it with this big ass demon. Do you have spooky demon music going for the people that we just can't hear on our side?
You should be able to hear it on your side.
Hey, I rolled a 7. That's not bad.
Do you hear spooky demon music, Leighton? No, just the darkness and the silence of nothing of my own thoughts, I guess, is terrifying enough.
This is honestly much more terrifying than anything else.
Yeah, anything you could put on is nowhere near as bad as what's going on inside of my head. I rolled a 7 initiative, which is not a thing. That's a 1, I think, for me.
Oh my god, Jahan just got his 12th.
His 12th boon?
Yeah.
Are you... Oh my god. Oh, man.
13. That's now 13. That's unlucky 13. You have to stop there, Captain Grimley. I guess you don't. You can do whatever you want.
You know the rule. You have to stop at 13. Everybody knows that.
So, Morgan's the one.
Well, Morgan got doomed.
So, what's going to happen now is Lyle Blood, you are going to be first. What happens is the runes grow very bright, and you are blinded by this purple light. And then all of a sudden you hear as a hole in reality opens beneath you.
God! Damn it.
And it just sounds like a void of nothingness.
I've been there. I've done that.
This place seems kind of different. But, yeah, I would be. Yeah, it is your
very
turn.
worried. What is the source of the the summoning, the magic, the summoning portal?
It looks like the person standing up top.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I'm just gonna start with it. Let's go. Creeping menace. I'm gonna start channeling right now. Let's do this. Let's get some spiders going. It's worked for us in the past, so why not now? It didn't work.
No, it did not.
Oh, what a way to start.
So, does anything happen when you fail immediately in a channel?
No, I don't believe so. I don't think I can even start channeling.
So you try to start channeling and you just don't.
Yeah.
You still have like some move if you want to move around. Where are you gonna stand?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stand in the middle of the fucking portal.
You're gonna stand near it at all?
No, not after you ask me like that.
I'm just
asking.
Thanks for phrasing it that way. No thanks.
No, I'm gonna get out of the way, but I'm gonna get out of the way towards the big bad baddie. That guy, fuck him.
You're gonna go towards him?
Yeah, you're damn right.
You have to go up the stairs.
I'm going up those stairs.
So you go up the stairs. You feel the wind rushing past you, down into the portal that is between the stairs. And then it is gonna be Max is gonna go because Gary is very slow today. Max is gonna walk up and he's gonna start looking at he's gonna look down in the portal. And he'll scream over the roar of the vortex. I think these runes have something to do with it. And he's trying to read them. You hear him mutter stuff over the din of the noise. It is very loud.
If I could read and write, I might be of help.
That's true. You are illiterate.
He's gonna have to handle. You're gonna have to handle the runes while we keep this demon busy.
But
let us know what else we can do to help.
Let me know if I can like magic some things once you know what I need to do. But
Morgan,
I can't read.
Yeah, you can go now.
I'm going to pull up my pistols, both of them, and do 1, 2, 3 blasts at this thing's face. First the double blast with my double barrel, and then a single blast with my offhand.
Okay. He is pretty far away.
That's okay, because this one's not cyberpunk, right? So this one I can actually shoot people regardless of distance because my pistol's dope.
Well, it's not regardless of their distance, but yeah.
How,
also, you have a minus
how
10.
far away? Is he just up like two flights of stairs?
He's like 3 stories up.
That's not so bad. That's pistol range. I could do that.
But yeah, so you are doomed. Don't forget to add that minus 10.
I will. I will minus 10. Thank you for the doom.
Oh, I was doomed for mine too. That's why I failed.
And it's a fumbling failure, and I'm gonna keep it.
Okay. So wait. Don't powder weapons explode?
Not necessarily. Only if it's on the 3 or the 9 or whatever, right?
That's right.
Is it a dangerous 7? Maybe it is. Maybe I should not keep that. Let's re-roll it because I don't want this to be a dangerous 7.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, who likes jamming weapons? Who's jamming weapons now? Oh
Not
my
me.
God.
Not me. Look, at least it's not a fumbling failure, okay?
Yeah. So he fires that. He cracks that one off. It ricochets off the wall. And just for flavor, it's gonna go a little too close to Lyle. Makes that pachong sound right next to your head.
Just wanted to keep my fortune as long as I could during this.
It's not bad. You got rid of a doom, so that's good. And now the being known as Malice. They're fighting Malice because he's evil, dirty wererats.
How did we get here? Maybe is maybe his question. How did we get involved with Malice?
Yeah, it started off as a regular, just a witch hunting mission set out by the Empire.
In fact, a witch we captured had visions of darkness, and those visions of darkness led us down this road.
Yes. The witch Orma. But yeah, so...
She was cool.
He's going to open his arms wide and start to continue to chant.
Does he want a hug?
One way to find out.
I give great hugs.
Oh, it's not Malol. It's Malice.
Mal Mal. Hey, Mal Mal, can you stop doing all this magic? Mal Mal.
But yeah, so he has he's trying to do a channeling threshold as well. So.
Yeah, but he also fails because I failed.
He can fail. It is now your turn, Lyle.
Well, I'm gonna turn back and yell over at Max. Do you need me to work on one of the runes?
What do you mean by that?
Honestly, I don't know, and I'm hoping he'll tell me. So I'm literally asking him, do I need to help you work on the runes?
He can. I mean, so you can use your language magic, even though you can't technically read, because I feel like magic has its own kind of presence, and since you're a witch, I feel like you can mess with that. I mean, he can't read these runes either. They're not.
Fuck yeah.
They're not in English.
Ancient language. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. We need to stop this portal from opening, so I'm gonna go back down to the runes and I'm gonna language magic to see if I can channel some magic into it to break some of these runes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Here we go. Look at that. I was already doomed. So here we go. That's 4 levels of set.
I like that.
And you're trying to do what again?
I'm trying to figure out how to channel magic into these runes to break them.
Oh, you want to try and like power them up with the wrong stuff?
Yeah, because I don't know how to sap. Rather, I do not want to bring chaos magic into my body. So if I can overcharge and break one of the runes, maybe I can break the circle. And if I break the circle, I can break the summoning. And if I can break the summoning, then we won't die.
The old overload, the circuit
yes.
breaker trick.
I'm gonna start a little tally here. Yeah, some of the runes will light up brightly.
Little
but in a
Tally
different
was my
non-purple
nickname in
color.
high school.
Yeah. It's like a dark green. It's like a dark green.
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Max is going to try to read these runes as well. He's gonna follow your lead.
See, he's not so good at magic. Getting his clothes all wrapped
I'm not
around.
gonna make the NPC do it.
You're overloading it, and he's trying to suck out the magic, and
He
you're
is
just
very
feeding
hurt.
him full of chaos magic.
He is very hurt, and as he tries, he winces and cannot draw magic. It is your turn.
Oh, don't worry, Max. I got this covered.
It's your turn, Mark.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be sarcastic.
As I'm running still at the beast, past these other guys who are reading magic runes, I'll continue blasting my pistol at its face.
So as you get closer to the portal, you can hear the voice that's been in your head call to you again. That's just for flavor, though.
I fire.
All right. You do hit him. You do hit him.
That's a 9 too. That's dangerous.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage. So that's gonna be because you can use the 9 instead of the 6, right?
Yes, sir. That's going to be 17 damage.
Yes. Okay. Where is this guy's card?
So with that, those are both shots out of my double-barreled pistol, and I'll stow it away.
Yeah, you see it go into him. You see it go through him, and you see it hit the wall behind him. But it does carry some viscera with it, so it's not as if it hit nothing.
It was not illusory, but it did tear through, almost ineffective, but it did.
It was slightly. It didn't do as much as you would imagine it to do, because he's just human size right now.
Slightly effective.
It was effective, yeah. And then Lyle, your turn again. Oh, no, I have to see how well he's channeling.
Nah, you don't. You don't have to.
A lot of the runes glow bright purple now. Many
No.
of them.
No, that's good. That's good. That means his channeling's going poorly. That means his channeling's going poorly!
That's not what it means. It means the
That's
opposite.
not what it means.
Oh, you see, maybe I thought the runes were supposed to change a different color. It's okay. I misread the situation.
Purple's the bad color. Green is what Lyle's doing. Lyle, your turn. You see this happen.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they're all turning green, Lyle!
I'm gonna double it. Well, that's another 2 success levels into that.
The race is on. Right now, slightly over half of them are bright green, and the rest of them are purple.
Oh!
So it's everything's green and purple right now.
It's Mardi Gras, baby.
It's Mardi Gras, baby. Get some king cake.
Good. I'll provide the beads. Lead beads. And I'll pull up my semi-automatic revolver and point it at the demon.
Oh, God.
The portal widens a bit. It wasn't very large, but now it gets a little bigger. It starts to fill up the hole. And Max is going to be like, guys, and you will see shapeless horrors start to crawl out of this portal. And Max will begin to busy himself with that. Blasting off golden beams of light. It is Lyle. Wait, no, you just went, right? No,
Yeah,
that was Max. It's Morgan. Morgan, your turn.
Yeah, Morgan.
Yes, I pull out my repeating handgun, like I said, and I provide the iron, the lead beads. And I hit him last time, right? Yes, I did, so I have a plus 10 this time. Oh, this is great news. And I'm strafing away from the other two. I think in my mind I'm moving to the right of the altar, and I'm trying to pull focus away from them. And I'm going to shoot. Plus 1 success level.
So with the dangerous, you can do the 2. So you do what, 11?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, man. There's no This is not even what's it called?
That shot was far less effective, you can tell. But it does hit him.
He's
That's all I
he's
can
not
ask.
even rolling against you. He's just
He just took it.
Yeah,
Just
he's
a target.
not moving. He's
Mhm.
not moving.
Mhm.
He is not even attempting to dodge these bullets. But once again, it's his turn.
remember you have 13 booms.
Don't forget to use them.
That is true.
Oh, fuck.
I'll use one now.
No, I shouldn't have said anything.
Some of your green runes turn purple, and then all of a sudden, one more turns purple. As if someone used a boon.
Yeah, you better mark that down. You only have 12 left, Jahan.
We're keeping count. We're keeping
I'm
track
also
of
keeping
you.
track. Yeah, so you guys are now engaged in kind of like a magical duel. So I want to do.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a contested roll here. Magic versus magic.
All right. Here we go.
Does me shooting him in the face give him any sort of disadvantage?
He doesn't really seem to notice that you're shooting him very much.
Damn.
It's not terribly effective. But yeah, go ahead and give me that magic roll, bro. That's not
That's a
bad.
+5.
It's not bad. So you feel him exert his will on you. And you feel the last of your ruins start to turn purple, but then you push back just with your presence. And you feel the power from the shard you're wearing start to draw out and push him back.
Yeah, that's right. I'm using your own powers
And
against
for
you.
the first time, he actually looks at you. And you see just this behind his hood. It looks like there's nothing there. It looks like it's an empty room full of just shadow.
I smile at him. Just like this. I'm really excited about this.
We'll say he smiles back, and it is unnerving.
Ooh, it probably looks like the Disturbed logo, just like smiling teeth.
yeah.
Like
it's
a
just,
shadow
it's just
monster.
smiling teeth hanging in shadow, and they look like sharp teeth. Yes. So you do actually win that one. So that's
Ooh,
good.
Captain Grimly, thank you. And I have one from Jenny and one from you.
There you
I
go.
love it.
Morgan Fierce, don't worry, you are doing stuff to him, and it will affect the game. So
In fact, I am running up the stairs of the altar right now, straight at him, and pulling the blunderbuss out.
as you reach for your blunderbuss, you find your hand touch the hilt of the bone sword, and you almost draw it.
And I pull the blunderbuss out.
Okay. Fair enough. Running out of guns there.
I still have a ton of ammo. Thank you
Sure
very
you
much.
Do. You do.
Can I make it to him in one turn?
Yeah, you can make it to him.
Yeah, I want to put the blunderbuss right, like, directly against him, since he doesn't
He's
care.
not moving. He's not.
Yeah,
moving.
since he doesn't move and he doesn't think he can dodge, he doesn't have to dodge bullets. I'm gonna put it directly against the face of his robe and pull the trigger.
Absolutely.
Come on, Bessie. Bussy.
That's what we're looking for.
That is what
Plus 5 success levels. You can't ask for very much more than that.
Was that 15 damage? 'Cause this is
Yes.
dangerous, right?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Is it dangerous that does it, or something else? I don't remember.
It's dangerous. It's black powder. It's damaging. It's called
Black powder,
damaging.
damaging. That's right. That's what it is. Yeah, dangerous is the thing that makes it explode.
Correct.
But you.
So you do 15. Yeah. So you it rips through his hood. And pretty much what happens now is his hood's gone and you can see him. And he's just standing there. It was the last time you saw him, it was more humanoid. Now it is a face made of insects and larvae and just disease and grossness.
It will take more than that to slay me, human.
Yeah, pretty much. All of the human parts that are there are being held by insects.
Bugs fall out of where the blunderbuss shot him and then reform and regrow.
Yeah, and in his core, you can see just shadow pour out of him.
Yeah, I'm getting like real like the Mummy vibes, where like you shoot him and then like scarabs just kind of like come out and just like reform.
It is a similar storyline to the Mummy, yes. So Lyle Bod.
Yeah, well, I got to keep trying to force my magic wheel against his magic wheel.
Let's do this.
Let's dance. Gonna boon that. Gonna use a boon for that. Gonna boon that, and I'm gonna. No, I'm gonna use my second boon. So I'm getting rid of both of my boons, not touching my fortune, but I do need to. There we go. It's at least 2 success levels.
I'm gonna use.
I'm getting rid of his boons, Gary. I'm doing it, Morgan.
Good. Very good work. Get rid of the Game Master's boons for me, would you, Sir Liobot?
So a lot of the runes are going to turn purple. And then all of a sudden, it's as if someone used 5 boons. All of them turn purple.
Oh, shit.
Thanks, Captain Grimly.
We knew it was gonna happen.
You hear Max shout as he starts to get dragged into this portal.
Well, I think that was more of a scream than a shout, but call it what you want.
Ah! Oh! He's so good at
Don't
magic.
get semantical with me. Yeah, we got him, Whereas we got him. Lyle, you start to get pulled off the stairs. And Gary, you start to get pulled off the altar. The suction is immense.
Towards the portal, yes?
Yes, towards the portal.
I'm gonna use my move action to try to get away. Do I feel what do I feel like these runes? Like, do I feel like it's a lost cause at this point?
It is open. You feel like something else closes it.
Okay. Yeah, definitely moving away so that I don't get sucked into the portal. Hold on. Where is Max? Does Max look like he's about to fall in?
He might. It is possible.
I'm gonna run over and grab him and pull him away.
You have to run all the way down the stairs to do that.
Oh dear. Well,
you're not close enough to do it in like one turn. You can do it next turn. But he might be able to save himself. You don't know, but he is sliding.
You know what? He's a big boy. He doesn't need me, right?
He is a big boy.
Yeah, you know what? We need him. I'm gonna run down and try to grab him.
Realm Gate, I don't know what that is specifically, but it is some sort of gate to somewhere. But now that it's open, all of you hear a voice in your head. It starts just saying a lot of things. I'm not gonna do it nonstop, but it is. It starts saying things in many languages. One of them you understand. I am the end, the beginning. I was before, I will be after. I am coming, I am here. I will always be here. I've always been here.
I'm also coming.
I am the before and after. I am coming and I am here.
Yeah.
Over and over in
It
different
keeps saying, it keeps saying that every now and again it will add something. But the sound seems to be coming from the hole and from the man standing up there, who now jumps. Now he's in the portal. So, who just went? Lyle just went.
Yeah, I sure did. Wait, so
what did you do? Because you were gonna go help Max, but then you didn't.
No, I was. What I did on my turn was try to imbue the runes with my magic, and that failed. So that was actually on my turn that he completed the
Oh,
thing.
okay. Haha,
And
you
then I
suck.
rushed over to try to save. Yeah, and then I rushed
Good
over to try
turn,
to.
Lyle. No, yeah, you do feel you're being pulled very strongly towards this hole, and a lot of it's because of the necklace.
That makes sense, but I also can't take it off. Literally.
No, it is stuck around your neck.
As the creature flies away, I'm going to throw my blunderbuss on the ground with force, and then pull out my bone sword and say, "You don't get away that easily, Malice!" and jump after him.
So, what happens when you grab the bone sword? You hear laughter in your head. You hear, "It is time! It is time!" And you feel a surge of power as you wield this sword of the Great Bloodthirster. Yeah.
Yeah, and I dive in the portal after the creature. Yeah, I do.
Lyle, you see Morgan superimposed with a spectral being fly past you with wings. And
Well,
he
that's not
enters the
good.
door.
That's not good at all.
He does have a demon weapon, whereas he does.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting it to become what it has, but I'm glad it did. So, but yeah, so you're in the portal now. Lyle, what do you do? Technically, we're out of turn order now because not everybody is in the same place.
Yeah, so our enemy dove into the portal.
Yes.
And then my friend dove into the portal. And Max, should we go after him?
You see Max starting to try to close the portal.
I'm gonna help him try to close the portal. Max, how do we do it?
You see, all right. So what's gonna happen is you're down there now. The wind's rushing past. Shh. Your necklace is trying to tug you in this hole, and the runes all around the circle are bright purple. There is a slot in the center of the runes, the closest one to you, like the closest point of the circle to you. He says, "I think something's supposed to be there."
Does it look like? What does it look like? What does the slot look like?
It's just like it looks like an eye almost. It looks like a slit eye, like a
So it
like a
doesn't
cat
look like
eye
a
kind of
necklace.
thing.
So does it look like my necklace? I know.
It looks like, unfortunately, it looks a lot more like Morgan's sword.
Oh, well, I need to go get that sword. I'll be right back. I'm gonna dive into the portal. What do we see?
All right, so you guys are both in the portal now. Max is gonna stay outside to try and keep this thing from opening too much. But you see this form that was, and then this new creature, off in the nothingness. There is no light here, but you can still kind of see. Just not with your eyes. It's an extra dimensional space, and the rules aren't right. The rules aren't normal here. But they are coming together. They are meeting. And as you jump in, you are whisked away towards them, Lyle. And as they become one, you see their hand outstretched towards your necklace. And then that's where Morgan comes in. Morgan, you're right there. That's what's happening. They are reaching towards Lyle.
I'm going to slash at the arm reaching towards Lyle's necklace with the blade of the blood god.
Yes. Go ahead and add. So technically, you're a little stronger right now. Add plus 20 to your sword rolls.
And I've also hit 3 attacks in a row, so that's already plus 30. Should I add the plus 50?
I guess so.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with that. I rolled a success with only 2 success levels, so very good.
So this time he's actually going to defend himself. You see, as he reaches out, he sees you coming in with your sword, and he raises a weapon of his own another sword, and it meets yours in the air. And then he grabs Lyle's necklace. Lyle, give me the endurance check that you make for corruption.
Oh no! He's gonna break your necklace, and then he's gonna kill me, and then our son is gonna become Batman.
Nice.
So you feel as he touches the necklace, he starts to merge with you. As you are a part of the necklace now too. But you do fend him off. That is a success. You don't gain any corruption right now, and he cannot absorb you. But now, Lyle, it's your turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he say absorb you?
Yeah, I hope not. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna try to boat this guy because that's all I got. Just straight up boat. Let's see if I can get 4 freaking success levels here. I got 2, so that's not enough. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough thing about
What are you trying to do?
magic. I was trying to cast a bolt, which requires
just straight
4
up cast it.
levels.
What's the needed?
4, and I only got 2. Yeah, and I'm not gonna be wasting fortune yet. We're gonna need to survive. I just haven't done a whole lot yet. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Morgan, your turn.
Absolutely. You know what I'm doing? Swinging, beating this thing back with the blade of the blood god. I feel the power surging, coursing through me. Three success levels this time.
Now he once again blocks your sword.
Jeez.
Yeah, you have quite the boost, but you're rolling bad now. So it's close though. It is getting close. So he is going to continue to try and absorb Lyle. Lyle, give me an endurance check.
God, don't absorb me, please. I like where I am.
I've lost so many friends due to absorption.
If I had a nickel. Is this a contested roll?
No. No, it is not.
Fine.
The way
Goodbye, first fortune. What?
So, what do you call it? Mechanically, the way he's trying to absorb you is he's trying to pump you full of corruption, and so he can just take over your body.
So, do I think that I'll get the number of corruption based on my failure levels?
No, just a failure or success. That's how
Okay.
corruption happens.
Yeah, well, here we go. That's one reroll.
You don't have to reroll. You could just use a point to gain a success level. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna not take corruption.
That's one that you guys don't often do. That one can be useful.
Yes,
But as it is not a contested roll, you might as well. So yeah, you once again do not get absorbed by this dark god.
Oh my God.
But now it's your turn, Lyle.
Yeah. What if I tried to absorb him? I'm gonna drain. I'm gonna drain
Okay.
him. Which has a lot better opportunity of success. First, I want to do the brawl and roll. That is contested, unless he doesn't want to contest.
Succeed.
All right. So, doing the language magic roll. You gotta be fucking shitting me.
God, you're rolling so bad tonight, buddy.
I am, in fact. That's that. No good. No bueno. Cool. I touched him, and then I went, boop.
You know what, Lyle? I'm gonna give you one of my boons.
Wow.
You look at that critical
Wow.
success. Look what you did to yourself.
Wow.
Look what you did to yourself.
Yeah. So, you absorb part of this demon god. Give me an endurance check.
It's gonna happen. That's why you wanted it to happen.
I got him! I tricked him, dirty were-rats! I tricked him! You piece of shit, Lyle. So yeah, you do successfully drain him. And you gain a point of corruption! Yo! How many is that? 3?
Oh man.
Yeah, that's 3. That's 3 total.
What's your toughness bonus?
My toughness bonus is 5, I believe. 1 sec.
So 2
Toughness
more,
bonus
huh?
is 4. It's only 4.
Oh, okay, so 1 more. All right.
I can hold 8 corruption.
Can you?
Yeah, it's not just toughness bonus. There's something else to it.
Yeah, because I can hold 9 total.
Oh, you know how many you can hold.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how many more were rats. Only 6 more, and he'll mutate. But at this rate, holy shit, that's gonna happen fast. So, you do successfully drain him. If you were wounded, make sure to regain that health.
Yeah, and I do. I was at 15. Now I'm at 16. Now I'm at max health. I feel great, despite being a little bit more corrupt than I was before.
And how much damage does it do?
It does. My willpower bonus, which is 5 plus the success levels, plus it was a crit. So honestly, do you want me to roll on that table?
Oh yeah, magic does crit.
Thank you. So that would be 7 direct. Yeah, willpower bonus is 5. So that's 7 direct plus it's a crit. D100 and D. I wanted it to be a 99.
Yeah, man, that would have been dope money.
Yada,
Just
yada, yada.
immediately kill him.
Yeah. Just drain. Oh, you're trying to drain me? I'm gonna drain you, bish.
Drain him to death on turn 1.
So
Well, that
yeah,
changes the
you
story.
pull out his life essence, and you do how much was it damage wise?
7.
7. You do 7 to him. And he starts. You see, he starts sprouting some leaks as he gains bleeding condition 4.
Yo.
As you rupture his demonic arteries.
Yeah,
Yo.
take that. That's what you get. You might have gotten 1 corruption on me.
So what happens is, as you watch him bleed out, this blood starts to coalesce and swirl and turn into creatures. I'm adding twists to everything since you're in this demonic space.
Nah.
But yeah, some of the blood becomes demons and comes for you. Lyle, good turn, guy. Good turn. Morgan Fierce.
Thanks to you.
As he bleeds and his blood touches the ground, you hear my voice and another voice layered behind it, much deeper, say, "Your blood fuels me!" And I stab again at the major creature.
Hey, go for it, man.
Critical success!
Oh, fuck yes.
And I'll roll my 2d100s to
Yeah, you
figure
better.
out the effect and location. Location 53, effect a big, massive, whopping 18.
I've got a big, massive, whopping 18 for you.
That's that's from what I've heard from parties that we both know. I've heard that's true. You do have a massive 18.
More like 18 millimeters.
His body. And then you have, what, an 18?
A massive 18, that's right.
Massive 18. Well, he cut off his penis.
I knew it!
It also turns into a demon.
The penis.
What is this? This is the end?
I
Oh
don't
my
remember
God.
that part.
Pretty much, this is the end.
Oh, that's not bad. It's not bad. 18. All right, so yeah, you slash him across the belly. How much damage do you do?
It's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
Actually, so you realize something. You are now much larger than you once were. Lyle, he's much bigger than you now.
Nice.
You now gain a size category. So... Well, that wouldn't make you do any extra damage.
No, do I have an awesome demonic wing yet, though?
Yeah, you're pretty much turning into a beast. It's not actually taking over your body, though. But you do, yeah, so you do the damage, and then you cut him across the stomach, and he gains the stunned condition. So he is going to miss out on a turn here.
So he's stunned and bleeding for.
He's stunned
I like
and
that.
Yep.
Hey, I forgot to tell you, we need your sword to close up the portal.
Oh, my sword's gonna close this portal, all right. And the creature responsible for it. In fact, maybe we'll open him up.
It is Lyle's turn.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, I'm not going to try to do that again. So once again, I'm going to. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try to channel. I want to summon a bunch of freaking spiders since he's right in front of me.
If we both consume him, we can split his power.
Morgan, I know you don't mean that, babe. And I also know we're not dating, but I just felt like calling you babe. I was in the wrong category. There we go. I really want to just... Wait, no, he's practically made of spiders. I'm just going to try to bolt him again. I know the odds are slim. God. Do I roll on the table?
Yeah, man, roll on the table. This might be the last time. This might be the last roll we get on the fumbling failure magic table for the whole campaign. You have to do it, I think.
That's true. I do have to do it. It's right there. Here we go. That's a 50.
Okay.
It's not an instant death. That's
right
good.
in the middle. That's perfect. You're right in the middle.
Oh my god.
Your clothes come to life and entangle you.
No!
You've seen this one before.
Make a strength check.
It's a good thing I'm really strong.
Lyle is mimicking his hero.
I saw him do it, so I wanted to do it. Oh my god, wait, I'm not actually that strong. Never mind.
Oh. Oh. Pretty good.
Actually, so they get like the lowest strength they can have. So you do indeed break free of your clothes.
Yes! Take that, clothes. Hey, Max,
Make
did
it
you see?
wild!
Oh, no. You know it, baby.
He puts
Maximilian's
Morgan
like
in.
looking through the portal like, hey, how do you like it?
Now you had to roll on the miscast table, which is much funnier because you can die from doing that.
You can. Yeah, the minor one, it's tough to die.
But also
you can.
sometimes your clothes grab you. But also sometimes you bleed out of every hole in your face, so that's fun.
Yeah, sometimes you do that. That one sucks.
Sometimes you throw up in the corner. Sometimes your ears fill up with earwax.
I do enjoy the magic in this game. It will
Same.
be missed.
It will be. It will be.
I'm sad, guys. I don't want to stop playing. But that's okay. We have The Expanse by Green Ronin coming, which I am.
And Savage World Deadlands.
And Savage World Deadlands on Wednesdays. I'll get my magic fix in that game. Because I believe
I bet
there
there
is
is.
lots of magic in that game.
Yep.
Yeah, so this guy skips his turn.
That's
Morgan.
right. I'm
You see
going
him
to
shake off his gut wound as these creatures lunge towards you.
I'm going to try to dip, duck, dive, and dodge between the creatures and keep focused on the big man in the center as he's still bleeding from every orifice. I'll try to flank around him and get behind him.
Absolutely. You are beset by other creatures, so you will get some minuses here.
All right, let me know my minuses. I should have a plus 40 right now. So let me know what you want to do.
I think it's going to break even on here.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a minus 10 for each other creature attacking you. And since he had a bleeding condition 4, I feel like I'm going to make 4 blood creatures get stronger every time he bleeds.
God.
That feels like that makes a ton of sense.
For the record,
It actually does.
I just made them up, and I'm excited.
Blood creatures.
Yeah.
1 success level on the big boy in the center.
He blocks your sword once again with his black steel blade.
Mm-hmm. the red glowing spine interlocked with the black steel blade as I'm surrounded on all fronts trying to fight in a 5-on-1.
Yes. Oh yeah,
I'm
but
too. I'm
go ahead and
healthy.
attack again though.
Me?
Yeah, it's another boon of your condition.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh
Plus-
yeah.
Hoo-hoo, uh-oh. He almost knocks your sword free of your hands, and you feel the demonic energy that you're holding in almost go with it.
Oh shit. I grip the sword extra hard, realizing my power almost just flew away.
Pretty much, yeah. Also, you've been channeling this energy for several turns now. Make an endurance check.
I am gonna crit this check. I need my magic. Endurance.
You got
Swell
it.
up the magic from inside. Breathe in the magic.
You got it. Breathe out
And
the
then
magic.
breathe out the magic.
Oh god.
I'm gonna re-roll it because it's gonna use the magic. Oh! I'm gonna re-roll it one more time because of the magic. And then I'm only gonna have 2 fortune left for the session.
Why'd you roll 59 twice? You're not supposed to roll the same number twice. Why
Okay,
did you...
good. I didn't roll the same number 3 times in a row.
Alright, so a fun thing happens here. How much corruption did you have, Morgan?
1.
Alright, now you have 3.
Okay.
That could have been worse.
Hey, we're tied. That's nice.
That could have been worse.
Yeah, you gained 2 instead of 1. Where rats like that.
Fucking werewolf.
It's so nice to have someone on my side. But yeah,
Says the guy with 13 fucking boons.
I only have 6
Not
left.
anymore. He used like 5 earlier.
It doesn't mean he
Like
didn't,
8.
though.
I'm pretty sure he's out of boons now.
Yeah, you guys would probably still be fighting this thing in the real world if it wasn't for that. So Morgan just went. Lyle's already gone. Now these blood beasts are going to assault Morgan from all sides. Defend yourself, sir. 4 times.
Oh,
God.
You're going to see me dash around at an unbelievable speed, blocking with the blade of the blood god, with the speed only a demon could have. 1 block for a -4 success levels. Block number 2 for a +3. Block number 3 for a +0. And block number 4 for a -3.
So 2 of them rush up on you and do a blood whip attack across your body, and you get hit twice. What's your resistance?
Oh, that's a good question. It's I have 4 toughness and I have 8 in body, so 12.
Wait, no, your toughness bonus and your armor.
Yeah, 8 body armor. That's what I meant. Yes.
So that's 12. Yeah. So they're going. So you're gonna take a total of 4. From those, and then the other 2, one of them just misses you completely, and then while you're looking at that one, another one comes up, and you put your sword up and block it. And then Lyle, resist my pull.
Okay.
Malice is gonna reach out and grab your necklace again.
All right, endurance. Here we
You
go.
cannot resist my pull, mortal!
Boom. Yeah, I resisted it, mortal.
Maybe you did.
Oh, so scary. Look at you.
Maybe
Fuck.
you did. What if he crit?
He'll say this. Fine, I'll take it off your corpse. And then he'll swing his sword at you.
Oh, come on. I like the other way better.
A giant sword comes crashing towards you.
Yeah, well, guess what?
You can hear.
Oh my god, I rolled a 69. 69.
You are able to put your weapon up and deflect.
That is my shield, by the way.
You put your shield up and it just glances off, and you get pushed far away.
Damn, fucking sticky. Oh,
You just like slide across the cobblestone.
You guys are technically floating.
Oh, that's right. We're not in the tomb anymore.
yeah, we're in space.
Yeah, you guys are having one of those lame anime fights where no one's on the ground for no reason.
And yet we're still standing as if we're on the ground.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
still standing as if you're in the ground, but you're floating.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
So this is going better than I thought it would, so that's good. This is more fair. I was worried this wasn't going to be fair. Yeah, so he went... Lyle, your turn.
Yeah, guess what? Boom. At least it's not fumbling.
It's close. It's awfully
God.
close.
Literally as close as humanly possible without fumbling. Yeah.
So yeah, you try to whip out a bolt again, and you just can't pull magic in here. You don't know what it is. Morgan Fierce.
Stupid.
Man, these four around me are really fucking annoying. I'm still gonna take on the big guy. I have to. I feel like if I take him down, the others will fall. I've been booned, so
actually,
that
both of you have been booned.
plus 10 now.
Would
Good.
you like to re-roll your failure, Lyle?
Does that answer your question? That's a bolt, baby.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
No
go.
way.
So all of a sudden, a gift from up on high enters your body as you shoot a bolt of energy.
Oh.
At
Oh, I
Mouse.
feel Captain Grimley inside me. I'm sorry, that was kidding. So yeah, that's 5 plus my willpower, which is 5. Plus, I believe 4. 1 second. Let me pull up spell lists. Here we go. Arcane spells. There's a bolt. Bolt is plus 4. Yes, that's 14 total damage. That yeah, it's magic.
Swooty, girl.
And it's magic. So fuck him.
You said 14?
14. Yes, sir.
And I rolled to attack with the Blade of the Blood God with a plus 4 success level.
Oh yeah, you hit him.
12 damage.
No, please, Captain Grimley, don't find that doom. I don't know where it is. You lost it.
Is that the Power Ranger symbol?
That sure is. That's amazing.
Go Power Rangers! But yeah, so how much damage is that?
12.
Absolutely. So you do you heal yourself a bit. It does draw blood, and you do absorb some of his energy. And you can feel it go to battle inside you, between that and the energy of the blood god that you have been carrying since the forest. So both of you went. Yeah, good. Blood demons are going to try to kill you now, Morgan.
They can try their best.
None of them are coming after me.
I'm ready this time for their bullcrap. Plus 2 success levels.
Yeah.
Plus 0 success levels. Plus 2 success levels. And minus 1 success level.
But one of those is a crit.
Oh shit, one of those was a crit.
Yeah, it sure was.
The crit is going to be 84 for location and 35 for effect.
Alrighty. Huh. Well, so what it says doesn't make sense necessarily. So instead of making it winded, you're just going to give it the stunned condition by splitting it in two. As it regrows, it will lose its turn. But you do hit that one. But the other, the two first ones, they both hit you. So take another 4.
Oh shit.
God.
funny. Every time I hit, I gain 4 toughness, and when they hit me, I lose 4 HP. So every round, I'm sucking their life energy out, and then they're taking it back. Just beating the shit out of me.
We are at a weird ass stalemate.
Yeah, we are.
It is an interesting. Yeah, actually, I mean, you are making progress on the boss, and he's going to come at you with everything he has, Lyle.
Now he wishes.
Defend yourself twice.
Well, I shall. Thank you for having a shield. Here we go.
Thank you
Bam.
for having a
That's a
shield.
+7, and bam, that is a. Oh.
Go ahead and roll it out for me, buddy.
Yeah, I shall. Boom, that's head, and boom, that's instant death. It's neither of those, actually. It's probably body and, like, bleeding or something.
It is bleeding. And
Nailed it.
stunned. Yeah, you block this giant sword coming at you. And then with your shield, and then as he tries to cut you again, you put it down and you stab him in the chest.
Yeah, so basically what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll literally, like, because he swings at me, and I kind of redirect it with my shield and then just slam it. I suddenly just slam my shield back in his direction, and I actually force him to cut himself with his own
That's
sword.
good. I like that.
I'm not using it. I'm not using a sword, so I literally force the sword back into him. That's what I'll do.
The cut made by his own sword leaves a rip in him.
I see.
And you can hear more of the. It sounds like that is yet another place to go. Almost like all the air is coming out of him or something. He's going to reel back, and he's going to grab you, and he's going to tackle you through the other side, and you're going to shoot out of the portal.
Oh, we're back.
You see Max standing there dumbfounded as you re-enter reality.
With the guy.
Yeah.
Max, help, friend, guy, my dude. My clothes would never attack me like they did yours. That didn't happen.
Mr. Morgan first.
I am going to stay here on this side of the portal and fight these blood creatures. And I'll just attack, let's just say, blood creature number 1.
Okay.
It's for simplicity's sake. I no longer have a -40, right? I have a -30 now.
Yes.
So it should be like a +10. Now it's a +10. Thank God.
You can attack twice.
That's what I'm talking about. So that's 6 success levels. You said I could attack 2 of them. Probably because they're mooks, so I'll take it.
Mooks.
And then +2 success levels on the second attack.
So on the second attack, you do disperse 1. And there's a fun rule in the game. I think it's called Death Blow. So follow through with a third attack, sir.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And I turn to face the next one and swing again. So now it's +20 because it's another one dead. With a +3 success level on that one.
I guess I can roll. Sorry. Ooh. That one, you see his form crystallize as you hit, and it goes ping.
All right, that'll reset my attacks, but that's okay. I had a good run there. That was 2 hits, so that'll bring me back up to actually full HP.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Your power will be mine, demon.
Give me give me an endurance check.
Oh God, yep. No, you got this. You got this, Morgan. You don't need no more. Oh my God. That
Let
would
me
be
guess.
cool.
Two more corruption.
You are at 5 corruption.
Yeah.
For that fumbling failure, you gain double corruption.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
God.
Getting close there, buddy.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Lyle, this creature, now you can kind of see more of his shape, because in the other place, it's just kind of whatever your mind can wrap your head around.
Yeah.
Here, he's more solid. He's standing, he's very tall, he's robed. He does kind of look like a mummy. His bandages flying off, revealing inside shadow beneath this cloak. He's about a full story and a half tall.
Okay. Well, real quick, I've got 2 options for you, Jahan. Either I can pee on him.
No, don't worry. That was actually where I was going to take our break.
Oh, everybody! Time is now. The time has come for you to take your bathroom break. Please join us in the 5-minute break of peeing on a mummy. If you pee on a mummy, come back and let us know all about your mummy pee stories. Don't
Brought to you by
forget.
Cooper's
forget-
Barbecue.
You can boon or doom us at any time. You can play along at Fresh Out the Box. Boon us to give us advantage, or the Game Master. Doom us to make things terrible for us or the Game Master. Thanks as always, and we'll see you in about 5 minutes.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Fresh Out the Box's season finale of Warhammer Fantasy Role-Playing Game. I am Jahan and I'm the Game Master.
I'm Casualty CDG, and I didn't know this was the season finale!
I'm Sir Liobald / Leighton, and I peed on a demon.
But yeah, so where we last left off, the being Malice was standing, towering above you, his wrappings coming undone to reveal the shadow beneath. And Morgan stayed behind in Malice's prison to battle the demon's blood.
Which sounds even funnier when you say it out loud. My plan is to continue what I was doing before and just bolt it.
Everybody's bound. You're gonna bolt?
Bolt.
Wait, I got booned.
No.
Did you just say everybody's
Yes, you got
booned?
booned, yes.
Aha, then I am gonna bolt. Because I'm gonna avoid that fumbling failure. Holy shit. And instead, critical success. That's what I'm talking about. I told you. I was literally talking, for those of you that weren't here, because you were on the break, so you wouldn't have been here. I was talking to Jahan over the break, and I was like, I'm rolling like shit until I get booned. And then when I boon, I roll well. And that's it.
I don't know, man. The dice know, man. The dice know.
The chat knows how to give it that extra stank.
It's like
Our
a
chat's-
WWE star getting their finisher.
Yeah, man, our chat is just stanky as hell.
We got a stanky
It is-
chat. Stanky
it is-
chat.
One stanky chat. God, I'm just waiting for that to be a 99. I'm just like waiting for it.
Mhm.
It's not happening now.
It's the last episode. It's got to happen, right?
It's got to happen.
Yeah, it's never happened. An instant kill has never happened. The odds are not good.
No, it's not. Although I did roll in the 90s on a miscast, but it wasn't a high enough in the 90s one time. Yeah, and damage-wise, that's 4 + 4 + 5. So that's gonna be 13. 13. Why couldn't I do that math in my head?
And it's a 30.
It is a 30. First roll was 30. Second roll was 76.
So that's the right arm. 76 on the right arm for a critical bolt. Uh-oh.
Does he just lose his arm?
79.
76, but it should be the same thing.
A lot of stuff happens. Let's see.
Oh.
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 How he's rolling shit.
So you wrench his shoulder out of the socket, or what passes for a socket in a demon lord. And you hear, and he falls back to the ground. And he is stunned.
Wow. Stunned him.
And he can't use that arm. So
And he can't. Wait, is that his dominant arm? Do demons have dominant arms?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Actually, it doesn't make much sense for them.
It really doesn't.
Lyle, good turn. How much damage did you do again?
That was 13.
This is my
Okay.
torturing arm. This one's much stronger because I use it to torture all day. And this one's just pretty strong. It's just a regular demon arm. But this is my torture arm right here. Oh no! He hurt my torture arm!
Looks like Grimly wants to see an instant kill by me. So,
Oh, God. Grimly.
Lyle went. Casualty fought the blood demons. Blood demons are gonna consume. So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna have them forge into one super demon now. So you can just fight one.
That'll work.
He's stronger though. So defend yourself.
I will. With the blade of the blood god. 0 success levels is better than none. Well, it is. None,
Yeah, the
but-
blood, the 3 lumps of blood that you've been battling fuse together into a creature that almost has a shape of a person. One of its obtrusions turns into an arm that turns into a spike and goes into your chest. You're gonna take a solid 6.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
It's a pretty good one. And then Malice is going to assault Lyle. Oh no, he's not. He's gonna get up, and he's going to. He's gonna relocate his shoulder. You hear it go pop. But he stands back up and is ready. You can hear screaming in the walls all around you as things start to rattle and shake open. And you see bodies start to fall out of the walls. As Malice opens his mouth and lets out like a loud, otherworldly shriek. That's what
I
happens.
heard that at a metal concert once.
A loud metal shriek.
Yeah. And Malice is just the lead singer of Iron Maiden.
The glasses. All the glass in the cathedral breaks.
Who's gonna go now? It is the turn.
I believe it's me.
I think it's Lyle's turn now. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, because Morgan just cut up the blood guys.
I just defended from them. I
That's
think
true.
it
You
is
did.
my
It's Morgan's turn.
And now that they are one person with my plus 30 and my multiple hits in a row, I'm back to plus 50. They don't have me flanked anymore.
They do
So
not know.
it's go time.
It's go time.
Plus 7 success levels.
Plus 12. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, go ahead. I can make up numbers too. No, go ahead.
15 damage.
15 damage. You hew off a chunk of this being, and it withers and dies in the ether.
You are no match for me, beast.
Give me an endurance check here.
I love the demon version of Morgan.
Critical
Oh,
success.
Nothing happens.
Have we reached a point of balance next turn also?
Probably, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. The demon can no longer gain ground on you until later. But you do feel its presence looming much larger than it was before. Lyle, now it's your turn.
Yeah, so quick question.
Yes.
Sometimes it takes a witch to hunt a witch, and sometimes it takes a demon to hunt a demon.
God, I really wish you had your own metal band.
Ron
Great.
Perlman shows up.
Quick question. Do I get momentum on my language magic checks to hit with the bolt?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Sure.
Because I've hit twice in a row.
Okay.
Beep, 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 beep. Hey. That's at 8 success levels.
That is a hit.
Yeah, that's gonna be. It's gonna be 16 damage.
Yeah.
Sorry, 17 damage. 17.
You deal a mighty blow as you blast a hole through his torso, and you see a lot of shadow escape. And he'll let out a. He is going to let out a scream again.
Oh, also, Max hasn't done anything in a while.
He's trying to close the portal.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, that's fair.
He's still trying. Some of the runes are turning gold now. As he is
This really is Mardi Gras.
attempting Mighty Croc
purple,
colors.
gold, and green.
I didn't choose them. You picked green.
I picked one. You picked the other two.
My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah, so Max is doing that. But yeah, he lets out another scream, and these bodies that are in the walls start to stand up and rush towards you, Lyle. Also, the scream itself is disorienting, and it is an attack. So go ahead and make a... No, he's going to make an attack. It's a magic attack. You don't get to defend against it. He does. You feel your mind be invaded by this shriek, and it overwhelms your senses. Take a success levels plus willpower. Ooh, what's your? Oh, you don't take 8.
Do I damage reduce
I
any?
believe your toughness does, right?
Toughness does. That would make sense, but obviously not armor. Unless it is armor as well. No. All right. Well, then I'll take 4.
Okay. But yeah, and now you are facing off against several undead.
Nice.
That was his turn. Lyle Gwyn. Sorry, I keep adding creatures and it's hard to know. Yeah, now the blood thing is gonna kill Morgan because Morgan sucks.
No, it's not. It's not going to kill him.
It's gonna kill him. Defend yourself, Morgan, because you suck. Haha! You get stabbed by another blood spike.
I like getting stabbed by blood spikes.
That
So
takes
it's
6.
Oh man, I don't really like it. I was just bluffing.
Yeah. And now Morgan can go.
Trading blow for blow, I'll strike right back at this thing. No longer with the plus 50, but now the plus 30, plus 20, plus 30, plus 30. Plus 2 success levels.
So 10.
Well, I mean, plus 2 success levels if I hit him.
Oh yeah, you hit. Yeah.
Yeah, so 10 damage, that's correct. And then I heal for 4, and then last time I crit on my checkity check.
Yes, last time you hit, so you do not gain corruption this turn.
Is that not 15 damage?
It's not a damaging weapon, so it's only plus 6 success levels. My other sword is damaging, but it's not draining.
So you slash a large piece of this thing off again. What it's gonna do now, you can hear the being Malice scream through the portal. The blood lunges that way.
Can I stop the blood? Can I attack the
You can try.
Yeah, let me stop the blood.
You should try.
In fact, I have a draining sword, so I'll try to focus on sucking the last remainder of the blood into my sword.
Okay.
That's the flavor I'm going for here.
Nom, 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 nom. Speaking of flavor, Cooper's barbecue.
That's right. Blade of the Blood God.
Brought to you by Cupid's Barbecue.
Plus 4 success levels. Come on, baby. It doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah. It does when I crit fail. The the blood does get it sucked into the sword. Yeah, absolutely. With a success like that versus a critical failure, I am going to allow it. So you heal the rest of the way up, I believe.
And that's actually really funny. Yeah, I'm at 11, and that will heal me my toughness mod, which is 4, which is that thing's last remaining health. It tops me off perfectly.
Make another endurance check.
Just gas up right then. Endurance. -2 failure. Oh, no!
Wait, but you had the crit from last time, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
but that already took effect.
That was from last time.
Man, cannot be stopped.
Not for a whole turn, only for a single use. But yeah, the blood enters your body, and you can now hear Malice's voice inside your head. It knows not what it does.
I put the sword back on my back and pull out Ulrich's blade of the Wolven Drake and say, "That's enough, you two," and walk through the portal.
Give me a cool check to sheath the bone sword.
Bro, cool is one of my highest stats. Oh no! Fumbling failure! I'm gonna use a point. Morgan Fierce is cool. He's cool
You
as fuck.
struggle. You're trying to put the sword away, but it does not want
No.
to be sheathed.
He's cool as fuck.
And finally,
Super cool.
you put it up, and you fly. You fly out of this portal, and you land. You do a superhero landing.
And I spin my other sword, this one much broader, this one shining, coated in silver, made out of drake scales with the head of a wolf on the hilt. Ulrich's blade of the Wolven Drake, my wolf hunter sword, or my witch hunter sword. As I superhero land on the ground and look at this creature and say, "I'll have that sword."
Oh, his sword.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you are now standing there on the edge of the abyss. It is starting to lose its potency. It's starting to close. Max is starting to win. But as you look around, you do see many undead surrounding Lyle. Lyle Blood, everybody. It is your last turn before the undead attack you.
I thought you were going to say it was your last turn before you die. Make use of it.
I mean, probably.
Possibly. So, I feel like I'm not describing it well enough. There are hundreds. And they're not all immediately on you. There are some, you can see them out past the labyrinth. Just fill up that whole area, and they're just pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain.
All right.
I don't mind the sun sometimes, the energy it shows. I can taste them on your lips and smell it in your clothes. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies.
Wait. I think that's all we can see.
Oh yeah. Twitch will screw us over.
I think legally that was the limit. I wish we had the rights. That would be a fun song to have in this epic show.
What if we start over? What if we do a different part with a reprieve in between?
Jahan really doesn't want to be kicked off of Twitch right now.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh god.
Yeah, Lyle. It's your
so here's
last
the
turn
thing.
ever.
I'm really tempted to do this, and it's not going to turn out very well. Because I would need to roll a 10 or below. But yeah, I mean, I might as well try. This is going to be wild if it actually happens, and I don't think it will. But I'm going to try to language magic, because this undead came out of nowhere. I'm going to try to language magic a swarm of spiders.
In one go?
Yeah, because they're going to be on me, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And on into focus. Let's do this. Come on. Oh, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to use one of my fortune. I'm going to turn that into a 6. And I am going to cast Creeping Menace with one try.
That,
Come
yeah,
on.
absolutely. So, spiders just erupt from your hands, and they get larger and larger until a swarm of giant spiders appears. What do you want them to do?
Take down all of the undead.
You want them to fight the undead. The
Yeah.
undead outnumber the spiders, but that's okay.
Well, the undead also outnumber me, and we focus on
So you
me
send
and
them
Patty.
to delay the undead, which is fine. I will allow that to actually work well for both of us. That was a good turn, jeez. All right, so you do delay the dead
Unbelievable.
incursion. So only a couple of them are going to make it to you. And then Malice is going to attempt to enter your body.
Again?
Yeah.
Guy. This guy with his endurance checks, yeah, sure.
Does he get an advantage if he tries to enter Lyle's body from behind?
No. There are equal numbers of holes in both front and back of Lyle, so.
Oh no.
Oh no is right.
Yeah, you
not
do
sure what
manage
that
to
means.
stop him once again. And he's going to be pissed now, and he's going to come down with his sword.
Yeah, he's gonna try. He's gonna
gonna try.
freaking try. Yeah, get out of
They're
here.
all
One,
pretty good,
two.
though.
Failure. Zero success levels. No. Did he just insta-death me? John, did I just get insta-deathed?
Let me check.
I'm trying to look at his dice.
Can you see it?
Yeah, dude, it looks like you got insta-death.
Oh,
I'm not
fuck.
even
I
lying.
can't see it.
Well, yes, I can. Look, I'm looking down at your
Okay,
dice.
he's looking right now. Can you not?
Yeah.
Can you not see, John?
Oh,
I'm peeking over the screen. I'm looking down. Looking down at your dice.
What body part is the 40s?
I can tell you. Never.
Page 154.
Man, why do they have those tables on different
I don't
pages?
know. I don't
One of
know.
them's on 172, the other one's on 154.
Yeah, I really need them to be on like the same place.
Yeah. Come on. It's lagging. Okay, alright, I got you. Right. Stop lagging. Stop. Oh, great game rules. That's not even. I went past it.
154 is not, and it's not on 154 in the book.
No, it's not. Yeah, I'm right.
not in the paper book.
Yeah, and I'm looking in the paper book. Except on the computer.
So, Lyle, you have hard fate points, correct?
I do, yes.
So, this.
Oh, sorry, what was the number?
What number?
The number for the
41.
location. 41 is my right arm.
Okay, so he is going to, unless you spend a fate point, cut off your arm, and you're gonna bleed out in seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a fate point. Goodbye, fate. That's gonna be one less of those. And I'm going to miraculously, like, it's gonna be some magic that is channeled through me, and it's not that he doesn't cut off my arm. It's just like there's been so much like bleedings of chaos magic and witch magic, just like imbuing my body. Like I just summoned all of these spiders, and he cuts straight through my arm. But it's kind of like what was going on with him, where like these little spider arms just like grab the arm as it's falling, and it just like reforms into my arm, but still hurts like the fucking dickens.
So yeah, in the midst of your summoning, the magic that you're channeling manages to keep you from dying. But the force of the sword launches you into the air, over the undead, into the labyrinth. Because that's how fate works.
Into the labyrinth.
Yeah. Actually, I can use this to do what I've been wanting to do this whole time, actually.
Do it.
So yeah, it launches. I'm gonna have this happen. It's gonna be a headshot instead, because this works
Okay.
better for the story.
All right, perfect, good.
And instead of cutting off your head, he severs the thin cord around your neck, and the amulet falls to the ground.
Oh. Well, that was the last time that I'm going to be able to summon to cast a spell like that, because I just lost my 10 modifier.
Yeah, you just lost your 10 magic bonus. But yeah, you get flung into the wall, and you're down until further notice. But you're not dead. Malice reaches down and picks up the last piece of himself.
So am I at 0 hit points right now?
Technically. I mean, technically you're at the same hit points. You were just you're unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, the circumstance that saves your life is the necklace itself. Which actually works out. Yeah, I did an instant kill. I rolled a straight up 100 on the damage. When I looked at it, I was like, oh no. Because at first I didn't realize I even crit you because it was a 44. And like it doesn't tell, I'm using a real dice. And man, so yeah, that was fun. Hey, there's your instant kill. You saw it.
And as Captain Grimley said, it was one of the players.
Yeah, I'm stressed out, bro. I'm stressed out by that whole thing. So, Lylebod, you are collapsed against the wall, rubble covering your body, because I feel like fate points cover your body in rubble. That's just in my brain.
It's what happened the other time, so makes sense.
So you watch Lylebod get flung against the wall by a sword across his neck. So you don't know what happened to him, Morgan Fierce, but he goes limp. And you see Malice pick up this amulet.
I pull out my pistol, so I have my pistol and my sword out, and I walk towards him firing the pistol over and over, and say, you have my sword! Face me, demon scum! And, yeah, again, blast, blast, blast.
Blast.
Plus 1 success level on my first shot. And plus 1 on my second shot.
The first one hits him. The second one, he actually moves out of the way, because you can tell he's hurt. He's very hurt. But how much is his damage on the first one?
15 damage from the first one. And I literally have one more shot left in that gun because I fired one earlier.
And how much? You have advantage?
Yes, I had 2 advantage.
Because now that he's on this side, he has gained the unstable trait, so your advantage lessens him, and he starts to fade away. Because he's having trouble staying solid, but he has this amulet.
Yeah, since I put my demon sword away, it got rid of my plus 30 advantage, so I don't have that anymore, but I did hit my last 2 attacks. So plus 20 advantage with the first shot of my pistol, and then I did a plus 10 on my second one since it was 2 rounds. Bang, bang.
Yeah, so you're face to face with him. The tide of undead are now surging past where the spiders were. But they do get dispelled with their caster gone. So, hundreds of undead to your right. A demon king in front of you. He puts away his sword, and he pulls out...
my sword.
When
he goes to put it away... Yeah. Can I try to grab it by the handle and have a tug of war? I'm not even as interested in killing him as I am in taking his sword at this point.
You can try.
I wanna have a weird tug of war moment over this demonic sword where Morgan Fierce, you realize, wants the sword more than to save the world. Let's see. Is there a melee brawling? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll it with my very last re-rolly point.
Oof, and we still got an hour left.
I don't mind about those kind of things. That's just time.
Well, it's the final. It could always end early. You never know.
Oh god, it might.
It got worse. Oh, fumbling failure.
He puts the sword up, and he's just gonna, for flavor, punch you across the face.
I was surprised he didn't put the sword fucking through me.
No, because he's trying to put it away. He pulls out the scepter, but now with that fumbling failure, I'm gonna say you can't. There's no way you can stop what's about to happen. He puts the chunk of the amulet in the last remaining slot on the scepter, and you hear a weird like as reality reforms. I don't know what else to say about that. Things change. The ruins around you come to life, and he stops being what he was. His bandages fall away, and his form solidifies. As you see, essentially, you see a gigantic version, a more humanoid version of the hands that you saw before. It is a bipedal, story and a half tall being made out of overlapping hands that open up to reveal a chasm of despair. But he is now standing there fully formed.
Does he still look damaged?
Not as much as he did.
I'm unconscious. I'm sleeping. Night.
Yeah, you are down for now. You are down for now. You'll come back at the right time.
Oh yeah.
That's the plan. Morgan.
I will scream at the demon. You'll remember our faces, Malice! And then run the fuck away to where Lyle's body is at and try to undig him to retreat.
Are you going to try and run away?
Yeah, super fucking run away.
There's nowhere to go.
We're gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to fight our way out of the undead horde, back out of this dungeon, and hope the airship can take back off. We have to fight our way all the way out.
Yeah, I mean, you could try.
So I'm trying to help unbury Lyle.
But yeah, Max will scream, "Get him back through the portal!" You can hear him. He's still straining. You see the life leaving his body. As he struggles to try to close this portal.
Lyle in the portal. Lyle in the portal. Lyle in the portal. I'm gonna undig Lyle. I'm gonna undig Lyle.
So you're gonna dig him out?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's just right there.
I'm gonna dig him out. I'm gonna get him. Do you have any potions through your bag?
No, son.
I don't have any in my bag either. I'm gonna give you the old. I'm gonna give you the old bugle horn and hope you wake up.
I'll allow you to attempt to resuscitate him with a medicine check.
Okay, that'll
not
work.
A bugle horn.
Hey man,
I like the bugle horn better.
I'm gonna use the bugle horn on my medicine check.
Okay.
I put the medicine into the bugle horn and I pour it down his mouth.
That's not how medicine checks work.
It's not how bugle horns work either.
It's not how anything works. But you are you pretty much you slap his face a bit. You sit him up, and he starts to come to.
Hey, wake up, buddy! You took a big blow to the head. You got smacked across the room. Now is a bad time to mention there's an undead horde around us, and Maximilian says get this big motherfucker through the portal before it's too late.
Ah, nice.
Some of the pillars around you start to collapse as the undead slam into them, and they make their way. They are now on you.
Literally or figuratively?
Literally. They're like right there. They're within melee distance now. Not all of them, but you know, the first set.
I'm
gonna give them some swarm rules, so you won't be fighting like 100 different things.
That's fair. That makes sense.
It's one of the good things that I really like about the system is the swarms.
I'm just swiping a path through for Lyle behind me with my Blade of the Woven Drake, just left and right, horizontal, cleaving paths against these zombies.
Trying to go through them.
Trying to go through them, out, or towards the creature now, towards the demon, see if we can get it
The
back
path
through the
between
wall.
you and the demon is not blocked.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right. So you're up, and I'm up.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to. Hold on. I need to look up a spell. Pardon me. Is it here? It might be here. There it is. Yep, I was right.
Hmm.
I am going to try. It's going to be very difficult. I'm going to start channeling. I'm going to start channeling as we're running over to this thing. For an acquiescence. For an acquiescence. Yeah, which I take a negative 10 because it's from the Grimoire.
Oh, yeah.
But it was given to me, and I feel like I should use it. So here we go, channeling.
What does that one do?
-10. Acquiescence. Your magic pierces deep within the target. Target's initiative characteristic drops to 10 if it was not already lower. As the mind turns inward on the target's turn, all movement is randomized as determined by the GM as the character bemoans life. Further, if the target can only the target can only perform an action if a challenging cool test is first passed.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So random movement and potentially ridding them of their action. But of course, this is just channeling, so it's part 1, which is a failure. So I don't even start.
Absolutely. So yeah, you're barely conscious again after what happened to you. You're surprised you're alive, honestly.
Frankly,
but you
yeah.
see that he's holding the amulet in the scepter now. Morgan, you guys are now being backed up the stairs.
I'm going to do something you haven't seen from Morgan Fierce in a while. I'm going to take out my whip and try to whip the demon and pull it through the portal.
Okay.
Okay. Plus 5 success levels.
Plus 6. No, I'm just kidding. You whip around his neck.
And I'm going to he's entangled, and I'm gonna go through the portal and try to yank him through the portal as well.
You are a massive demon-like creature at this point, which, by the way, looking good, Sir Morgan.
I put the blood of the blade got away,
yes,
so I'm
he
probably
is
more normal.
now.
Oh, sweet. That's good.
Yeah, he's back to being a man. So what happens is you do pull him through. He falls backwards with your full weight because you're jumping from above him on the stairs. You jump through and he just goes, ah! There's not much to be done about that. That's just physics. And you just fall on through. And he comes with you. And that's your turn, I suppose.
That's it.
So, Lyle, you get attacked by a swarm of undead. Only one swarm can fit up this thing.
No. I got 2 success levels.
Body.
Oh, fuck.
That's really funny. And make an endurance check.
Why?
At a minus 20.
Minus 20?
Yes. Make a hard endurance check.
Well, time to use one of these here fortunes. Alright, so that is at least not a fumbling failure. Once again at minus 20.
How? You have any left?
Yeah.
You're almost out now.
Left.
It's almost
This is it. Now I am out.
Oh, you're out?
That was my last. So here we go.
That's better.
Believe
It's
it
not a
or
fumbling failure. So what's going to happen is you get stabbed, you take some damage, and then one of the undead uppercuts you right in the groin. You gain stunned condition 3.
So I'm going to be stunned for 3 turns.
In theory, but you do have the other
I do.
points.
Yeah, I do have resolve points. Yeah, so I will be using that to unstun myself.
Yeah, but you just got straight uppercutted in the nutsack, and you take
That's my most important feature.
after your toughness and everything, you're gonna take 5.
I've built an entire character around this.
Yeah, it was called the critical attack was called low blow. So
God.
he didn't really do it on purpose. Hey, Colorfly!
Hello!
Welcome to our season finale of Warhammer.
That's right. This is it. In the season finale, he got punched right in the beanbag.
He did, and I got an instant kill on somebody, so that was fun.
On me. This is all on me.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, Colorfly is one of my favorite streamers, so...
I do.
Her and her husband? I think husband. They stream board games. They're dope.
Nice.
Everyone watching, go follow DFoob.
Yeah, D-Foob, that's my guy.
Go follow DFoob. But yeah, absolutely. So you get punched in the nuts.
Still funny. Funny the
it's
second time.
So you're back in this through the portal, Morgan. You can see the portal starting to close a bit. And so does Malice. You then have a turn. It's your turn.
Give me that sword! And I fly behind him and try to take the sword off of his back.
You get it.
I kick off of him and hold the sword. Next turn, I'm going to strike him with this son of a bitch.
I'll let you do it now.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do it now. You want me to just use like Ulrich's or what?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. Do I have any kind of bonus with this bad boy?
No.
All right. I swing at him with no bonus for a -3.
It is contested.
This unwieldy, massive demonic sword kind of slinging me through space.
Body. So you get slammed in the stomach with a clawed... No, you're going to get hit by the scepter itself. And you're going to gain bleed condition 2. And you're going to take 5 damage. And it dents your armor. But yeah, you start bleeding a lot. You can feel it's internal. I don't want it to be internal. You start bleeding from like a gash. I think it also said it gives you festering wounds, so that's not good.
That's not good.
So yeah, you get an infected wound across your belly. So now you're over there. Lyle.
All right. My goal at this point
You're stunned 3.
Yeah, but not anymore because I used my resolve point.
How many points do you have?
I have 2.
So you can use 2.
I'm gonna use 2, and then I'll be back. I'll see you on my next turn.
Yeah, you come to grips with the groin punch very quickly, but not quick enough. Defend yourself.
Mama! I hope you get crit in the bag again.
God, please. Please.
Just speed bagging on your bag.
Hey,
Oh,
look at that.
critical
So
success.
you shake off this thing, and when you come to, this swarm is all over you. You still take a damage because a swarm is fighting you.
Always 1 damage. I
Always
see.
1 damage. But you do critically hit them now, so there's a lot of crits going on here.
Oh yeah, let me
You
do
didn't
the
tell me
thing.
this game
Ooh,
was so sexual, Gary.
and insta death.
Ah, fucking close!
It's not insta death, but it is so close.
What body part is 60?
I can tell you,
Right
in
after a break. I'm just kidding.
like 8 minutes. No, I actually guessed the page right. What was it? 60 something?
60.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's body.
Okay, body 98. What happens on a body 98, guys?
Insta death.
definitely insta-death, but it's not. It's much more likely to be. That's arm.
Insta-death.
That's head.
Insta-death.
It's insta-death. It's not.
So the condition that it imparts
Internal
is
bleeding.
bleeding. Undead don't bleed. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a good old stun condition for you.
I roll a fucking 98
Yeah, so close, man.
for a goddamn stun condition.
For a goddamn stun condition.
For one stun condition.
Okay, fine. They're stunned too.
Yes, that's right.
You notice that the undead are going up the other set of stairs to come up behind you.
Bastards.
Gary, defend yourself.
Yes, with his sword.
Yes.
+1 success level.
You put your sword up and you block his scepter, and it rings out in an interesting way. It goes, bang! And he covers his ears from that blow. But now it's your turn, and the portal gets smaller.
How many more turns until this portal closes? I look at it and try to guesstimate.
Between 1 and 3.
Ooh.
As you look, it gets much smaller. Very quickly.
I dash at him and smash him again with his sword.
Okay.
Critical success.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Give me them numbers, boy.
I would love to, but my character sheet's doing the thing where it floats around my screen like a crazy bitch.
Do you want me to give you numbers?
There they are.
Okay.
23 for location and a perfect 3 for effect.
What is a 23?
You're talking body part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably just going to be a bleeding condition.
It is just a bleeding condition. All of them are pretty much a bleeding condition
Yeah.
for that level. So yeah, no, you cut him across his chest. You do significant damage, but this wound seems different. As you strike him with his own sword, you see a rip happen in him, and he screams out. It's still your turn, though. You can still move.
I'm gonna stay next to him for one more turn so he doesn't get away. But next turn, I swear I'm leaving this portal.
All right, Lyle.
I'm going to run down to the runes and try to close this thing faster while yelling into the portal, "Get your ass back here, Morgan, Melody Fierce, so help me."
So they are stunned in front of you, but they are still blocking the stairs. You can do what you're trying to do from where you are, though.
Well, I'm going to try to do that from where I am.
From up on the stairs, with the undead approaching from above and behind, in front, you magic arcana check.
You're in so many different systems right now. It's really funny. There is no arcana, but hey,
It is arcana. It's the same thing. Yeah, no. So Lyle, the portal starts closing really fast, and it's almost completely closed now.
Morgan was like, "I've got time."
He said almost. He said it's almost completely closed. I do have time.
So yeah, it's gonna go now.
Wait, does he hear me? I'm just curious.
You can hear something.
Nice.
He can hear your voice, but it's very muddled.
The turtle. I don't like turtles.
So this rip across Malice seems to have thrown him off. He wildly swings with his staff.
-3.
No, yeah, you block it. He rolled really shit.
Oh, hot shit. That's what's up.
Yeah. Now it's your turn.
I fly through the... Oh, I'm going to hit him one more time and then fly through the portal.
Okay.
This is. I'm gonna hit him one more time. 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 Plus 0 success levels.
That is a hit. He rolled a 95.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage.
Yeah, you let another rip across his chest, and then you fly through the portal.
And then Max.
You see him come towards the portal, and all the runes are now gold. All of them are gold, but for some reason, the portal won't close. You're standing there above the portal, Morgan.
Your sword!
I take out the blade of the blood god and say goodbye and stab it into the ground.
And Dan.
And then...
And then I twist it?
Yeah!
Oh, shit!
And then...
A blast of energy echoes out, knocks down the undead, and they go lifeless. The bone sword erupts in a red energy as the portal shuts.
Sorry.
Here's a strange question.
Yeah.
Does it rip all the corruption out of the room?
No.
Oh.
You guys keep the corruption. But you can get rid of some of it right now, Morgan.
I'm good.
Okay. So as this happens, you see, you guys are celebrating. You guys are happy. You guys are like, we did it. Max's eyes go wide. And then you look, and the sword starts to erode.
Oh no.
As the portal opens up again. But it is no longer Malice on the other side.
Is it a golden light portal this time?
No. All the ruins have turned blood red.
Oh,
Nurgle,
yeah.
like Slanesh.
And on the other side, you can see a being sitting on a throne made of skulls.
Hello.
I've brought you Malice. You leave my realm alone for now.
Nice to meet you.
And between you and him are countless demonic beings.
I like your demonic beings. They're nice.
They start to exit the portal, but Max will suggest this be a good time to leave.
Now?
With haste.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that. I'm going to listen to Max. That's what I'm going to do. As I'm a smart person.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, what's going to happen now? You guys are going to run through the labyrinth. You're going to make your way to the other side. Whatever magic was making this thing unnavigatable has been dispersed. You see several full-grown bloodthirsters, which are the demon princes of the blood god, walk through. You see many of the lesser demons of his ilk run through, and then you see the portal close. But you are being pursued by this. You make it up the stairs, running for your lives from these demons. And you make it to the top, where Malkason is still standing there, laying down fire.
That's right. I forgot he was out there just shooting undead for like hours.
Yeah, because they were fighting a war out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a brigade of Ironbreaker dwarves out there just shattering the ranks. Many of them are dead now, but they have been holding them back.
Are there any of those little gyrocopters flying around doing like strafing runs on them?
Bye, Colorfly. I didn't see that till just now. Sorry. Yeah, there are definitely those gyrocopters flying around.
Yeah. Well, as we run out, is there immediately a rope ladder around for us to scramble up?
Not immediately, but across the battlefield.
All right, let's go. Let's book it.
Let's go.
Come on, boys! It's time to get out of here. That's my Scottish.
It's great.
Yeah, good job. That was beautiful.
Mhm.
I'm a dwarf now. I've got a Scottish accent.
Yeah, lead the way, Ironbreaker. Come on.
But yeah, you guys will make it back to the airship.
Wait, so what do we do now? We've just released a Chaos Army on the world, and I guess it's a little better than Malice, but like, are we still fucked?
Yes. From shooting pistols the whole time.
Yeah. You guys fight your way back to the airship, and you do see the demon army pour out. But the portal did close. The portal did not stay open. It only stayed open for a little bit of time. So that's the difference. The difference is a never-ending tide of darkness versus an incursion.
Well, thank goodness. So we only have an incursion. Rally up the armies. We'll talk to the rulers, the king. They're our friends, right? We're sirs. We're gonna get some land. We're gonna start a life together. Me and you, Morgan.
Well, when you kind of phrased that a strange way.
What are you talking about?
The way you phrased that, you're phrasing the strange.
Well, we're going to buy some land,
Right?
and then we're gonna start a life together there.
Mm-hmm. That part.
What?
But yeah, so you guys are now aboard the airship.
We start. I'm gonna start going to the bombs and just like throwing them over. Just like.
Yeah, you guys will do a bombing run on this demon army. You'll take out a lot. Some of them just dissipate when they get hit. Some of them actually die. Most of them are fine. But as you do this, you guys will start to fly away.
Yeah, I'll speak to Maximilian.
He looks haggard.
Man.
Yeah. I think we all look worse for wear. I'm sorry about Snorri.
That's what
I
he
know.
wanted.
I know it's what he wanted, but I'm not sorry for him. I'm sorry for your loss of a friend.
Yeah. Me and Snorri have been through quite a bit.
Max, that was. Thank you for doing all the portal stuff. This is bad, right? This is bad. I mean, it's good, but it's also bad.
This is just the chaos waste, Lyle. This is what it's always like.
This is what it's always like. But it does seem that we let a little bit more chaos into this world.
Well-
hopefully we can repel them at the Kelsiv fortress.
That's pronounced Kislev.
It is pronounced Kislev.
Max. I don't mean to correct you or anything.
Then let's go back to the fortress and let them know what to expect.
Yup.
You guys will make haste to the fortress, and you will get there.
As we arrive, I sound my bugle.
Absolutely. People will start to take notice of that.
Oh my God. You saved my life with that bugle.
I sure did.
Malcuson will start shouting about what's coming. And people will spur into action. The horse soldiers will gear up. The archers will jump up on the walls. To your stations! To stations!
I tried to do like a bugle, but I rolled a -1 for performance, so it's not very good, but I do it.
Humbling fail my dark vision. Kidding. I was doing that as a joke, and then I rolled 100 on it.
Perfect.
Yeah, go ahead and roll on the critical failure table there, Lyle.
Oh my God.
And your eyes explode out of your body.
We got one more shot at it.
One more. This is it. We
This
can
is it.
we can insta death. Okay, it's 43 and oh man.
I think a
Would've been a
43
good-
is the same thing that happened last time.
Well, oh, that's right. It's only one roll.
It's only one.
Yeah, I think it might be. I think my clothes might attack me one last time.
Man, now I have to look.
43 is unfasten. Oh, yep. Every buckle unfastens and all my clothes.
All his
fall
clothes
off.
just open up. His clothes fall off.
What part of I didn't want to start a life together didn't you understand?
But you guys go stand on the wall
All your clothes are off.
as you see the encroaching tide of.
Of the ocean.
It looks like an ocean, but you don't know how they kept up with you, but they did. You can see a host of marauders and wild men leading this demonic army.
God, what do we even do?
I man the catapults.
Morgan mans the catapults. So, with this tide of evil encroaching on the lands of men, this is a great point at which to end our season. As the lands of men are always in danger in the world of Warhammer, so I feel like they should be in danger when we go away. It's
Morgan
been real fun,
Pierce.
guys.
I want to say that I slashed with my sword and released one of the flaming rocks of the catapult. It flies through the air, and right as it crashes down, the screen is all black and the credits roll.
I am cool with that, absolutely.
Lyle,
So
do you have
20
anything?
episodes, guys.
Do you have like a last episode, like a last thing for Lyle, like in a little outro?
Yeah, go ahead.
I look down at my clothes that are all on the ground and the evil army is coming at me, and I'm like, fuck it. And I'll just step out of my clothes, hold up my fingers, and get ready to cast some naked magic.
Right in
That's
front of the
very
whole,
fitting.
and all the guards are watching this time. The whole town sees it. It's just Lyle's "I no longer give a fuck" moment.
A kid points at you and he's like, ah! And then the police just take you and they arrest you. You did join in right at the end, Vampire Bites. You did. The lands of man are in danger, as always, in the lands of Warhammer. But, I mean, we are going to do, we can do a little brief post. We've never ended an entire season before. So
This is
we're going to
amazing.
do a little chit-chat. I'm going to put on some more fun music.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, and I'm gonna stop talking like that, because goodbye,
go.
Lyle. This was one of the most, and again, this is something I was talking to Jahan about pre-game, or pre-show tonight. This is one of my new favorite systems, and especially to be a magic user, because it's so risky, and the risk reward is insane. And like the thing that you love most about, you know, these storytelling moments are the moments that either go amazingly well or catastrophically terrible. And it feels like this system bounces back and forth between that so flawlessly, while also making sure that you never feel like you're always going to die. Like you can still confidently have fun playing the game without always fearing for your life.
Something I realized really early on in this system is that it's it's all about success levels. It's all about your advantages and how many advantages you can create for yourself in that situation. And that keeps the combat really fluid and moving at all times. There's always something to look forward to. There's always a bonus or a negative to be had. And it lets the combat steamroll in such an interesting way where once you're winning, you're probably going to win. Once you hit somebody a few times with a sword, you're probably going to keep hitting them with a sword. Not necessarily, but there's a good chance, and I like that.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys are somehow, you can pretty much win you always have a chance at winning, but you're also always constantly like an inch from death. Because it can happen. I mean, I hit an instant kill tonight, and you only survived by burning a permanent point of fate.
The guns are fun. If and when we play this system again, I would like to play the metal magic user, the Winds of Steel or whatever.
I was honestly because of just how tanky I'd become, and like how I'd been interacting with, like I'd slowly developed armor. I'd gotten this shield. Like it felt like I was moving a little bit towards this steel. So if I went into wizard magic, and if I went that route, I might have actually gone steel for that.
Steel's really cool.
It's really cool. There's a lot of it's very versatile. It's surprisingly versatile.
I would personally be one of the bright mages of the fire school.
Man, you can't go wrong with fire. That's just the ultimate destruction magic.
I like fire.
And this fire also has healing capabilities. Like the fire school. Like if I were to do a completely new character that was still in the magic realm, I'd want to do it because I've always been a fire kind of person. I love me some
because you're so hot, baby.
The magic's really cool.
Oh,
the fact that you can switch between classes without losing any progress, pretty much as you want, makes this a very unique game. I don't know. Personally, I'm a big fan of Warhammer. I like the lore. I like the game. I pulled a lot of our game just out of my own head. Like Malice is never discussed. He's mentioned like twice throughout all the lore ever. I made all that up. And so it's not. But a lot of the other things I didn't make up. A lot of the cities were all according to lore. The rulers, some of the organizations. Really, just the Malice stuff was where I broke from the lore.
Yeah, right at the very end for our own spin on a unique season finale.
Yeah. I wanted to do something my own.
You're allowed to do that when you're a game master and you have your
I
own
like it.
channel.
Yeah.
I didn't love the experience in this game, the way that you're awarded like little bits of experience at a time, and you can buy stats little bits at a time. First, you need 5 points in all your skills to level up, and then you need 10, and then you need 15, and then you need 20, and by the end, you have to level up all these different things and have all these different advances all over the place. So leveling becomes really micromanagey and really like purchasey, and you have to bust out a calculator to watch how much XP you use.
Yeah.
And there's like 15s. There's like you spend 15 experience over here and like 45 over here. And it's I like the leveling, don't get me wrong, but it is really ugly. It's really crunchy, it's really numbers heavy. And so if you're into that, that's what this is. And I like it.
Not a rules light system.
That's correct.
This is a heavy rule system. It's how big is this rule book? Got the rule book right here. It's
and
500, 400 pages.
And also regarding leveling,
pages.
It is interesting because we've talked already about how much we love the customization capabilities. But at the same time, I did find myself putting more skill points in things that I had no desire or weren't even character specific.
Yes, because you have to level up. Yeah. You must. And there's things I wanted, like I would have loved you would have loved to have learned how to read and write as a talent, but it was not an option for your class.
It's not an option for your class.
Not at all.
I would have loved to have been ambidextrous because as a witch hunter, I actually got the dual wielding feat, but not the ambidextrous feat. So like I could add my extra like attack tup mod or whatever, but I still didn't get the plus 10, and I still had minus 20 for second hand attacks, which was really kind of stupid and strange and ugly, and I didn't like it. But I felt like a lot of times we were trapped into our character builds instead of free to build.
Yeah.
If anyone in the chat would like to ask us any questions about the system or what we think, feel free. We're going to be chatting for a little bit longer. No, we're not going to go all the way to 11. But yeah, just feel free to ask questions.
Oh, let's go to 11.
So you enjoyed your character, Leighton. You enjoyed playing Lyle Bod.
Yep.
Well,
And
I'd
actually,
like to give a shout out to all the NPCs in our campaign right now. Bucktooth Bill, Toe and Eric, Auntie Solving and Alfred. Talking about my boys Mike and Mac. Old Edmund Roar, his work associate Greasefinger. Shout out to my boy Oliver, making potions for us. Shout out to all the nobles of Nuln who we were introduced to whenever we became kings, whenever we became knights, I mean. Shout out to Morton and Leopold, the guys who trained me for the Ulrich Witch Hunter School. Shout out to Sigmund, the fucking head guard in control over there.
yes.
Shout out to Captain Helga, my girl, the dwarven engineer. Groff, Captain Helga was on the boat, by the way, that led us up the river.
She was. I'm surprised
Gruffles.
you remember all this.
What's up, Orma, the witch
Oh,
from the inn in the dungeon? Rip Snorri Nosebiter, and finally Maximilian Screeber made it out alive with us.
Yes.
Those were everyone that I wrote down on my contact friends that made it onto my list from the campaign.
Which
Yeah,
is
I'm glad that it's weird hearing that list, honestly. I made all of those characters except for Snorri and Max. Those are from the books. But I made up all the other ones from scratch, and it's cool that you remember. It's always a cool feeling when your players interact with the world on that level.
Mm-hmm. Also, I wrote down a couple more character names that weren't my friends, but the Duke of Dunkelberg, Kavat,
Nice.
and the three sophisticate ladies there, Kristen, Mondi, and Auntie Solvig.
Yeah, there you go.
So there were NPCs that are still alive in this world that are still written. And the only thing that happened to Morgan was my ear got partially ripped off throughout the
Your
journey.
ear got partially ripped off, huh?
I almost lost my head. That was fun. We also like I am really excited if we come back. Like, you know, we've got that contact in Oliver. Like Oliver has become a part of our like crew.
Yeah, I
Like,
really wanted him to be able to come back, but it just never circled back around.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, probably best for him not to be on the front of the Chaos War.
Yeah.
no, that's not his thing.
Yeah, Vampire Bites. You never play Warhammer? Yeah, I grew up playing Warhammer 40k in like junior high, and then me and Kayvon, we played all the video games. There was a lot of video games. I read the novels. I'm a pretty big fan.
And so last year when we launched our channel, we were actually playing video games together first on Twitch, and we had played a lot of Warhammer Vermintide 2 on Xbox, and it was a blast. And Jahan was like, I've always wanted to run a Warhammer game. And I was like, I've always wanted to play every tabletop game ever. And so
Yeah, that's kind of how this happened, yeah.
this was our first one to run. This was our first long campaign on our channel, and that's kind of how it became Warhammer. And
Yeah.
really looking forward to The Expanse, which happened in a totally different way. We're super excited.
Yeah, the Expanse is going to be great. Tune in tomorrow at 8 Central till 11 to watch us play a one-shot with Ian from Green Ronin Games. He's one of their... he works for them.
Maybe
he's going to be our game master.
He's a game designer, and maybe you tune in at like 8:30 because I think he said we're gonna rendezvous at 8, and then he's got like a 15-minute rundown. So maybe we should call it 8.
He said 7 Eastern.
Right, but that's 8.
No, that's 6.
That's 6 for
It's
us.
6 for us.
Oh man, yeah, maybe he's got
Yeah,
that
7
wrong.
Eastern is 6 for y'all.
Well, maybe we're doing it at 6.
Yeah,
Maybe we're doing it at
6 o'clock.
7.
Sorry.
I don't know, man. Tune in tomorrow. Follow Jahan.
Tune in tomorrow.
Follow Gary. Follow Layton.
Yeah, so Warhammer is primarily a minis game. 40k and Warhammer Fantasy, it's 2 versions. They have different rules. I played 40k. It was very cool. Yeah, Vampire Bites is already falling. We know, buddy. Man, we only need one more, but we still have 8 days to do it to hit our monthly goal of 150 followers. But yeah, it's primarily a minis game, but there's also like this is the TTRPG version. They have TTRPG version of 40k as well. So they have the future Warhammer game. They have a lot of video games with more coming.
You say that Cubicle 7 does the Doctor Who tabletop game?
Cubicle 7 does the Doctor Who tabletop game, yes.
That's cool.
I'm curious about how that game, why that game, what the hell that game? Like, how is that not just like it's just a modern setting, right? But you just time travel, so like, why is it even its own tabletop game?
I don't understand anything about how it works. It sounds interesting, but time travel's so hard to do.
Time travel is very heavy.
No, it's not hard to do when you get into a fucking phone box and you teleport. It's fine.
Time travel's hard to write, Gary. It's hard to write. And it's
Look,
not,
man,
it's not a telephone box, it's a TARDIS.
Maybe I don't give a fuck about Doctor Who. Did you ever think about
It stands for time
that?
and relative dimension and space. Yeah, there you go. Haha.
Look, there are 3 of us here, and 2 of us like Doctor Who. It's okay that I don't fucking like it.
It is okay that you don't like it. Yeah, no, I like Doctor Who. Oh no, Vampire Bite says, Gary, we can't be friends anymore.
That's alright, you can fucking be friends with John. That's what everyone else who knows
Yeah,
me
I'll be
decides
your
to
friend,
do.
Vampire Bites. I love Doctor Who. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everyone for watching. 20 episodes of Warhammer on the books. It was a great season, great character development, and great players. Thank you so much. Special shout out to Kayvon for playing the first half of the campaign with us. Yeah, everybody, stay tuned for more for Fresh Out the Box. Have a good night. Follow us on all our stuff, and we love you. Good night.
Good night, folks. See you next week.